Looking ahead maybe next year at this time, where do you see big data playing out in the industry?
I think you will see more business systems, operations being fueled by big data. Obviously, in the media and marketing industries, we're going to see more automated programmatic solutions that are being fueled by big data. And I think in that, as more and more transactions happen around data like this, that eventually as we go through these cycles, if business for our customers or marketers doesn't improve significantly, I think that's when we'll start looking at that data much more closely. And we'll start seeing that we need to evaluate the quality of the data, because if it doesn't work, the proof will be in the pudding.
My first glib response is next year at this time I'll be talking about really big data. Actually, I think it may go the other way. I think the term big data may not be as common, and it just becomes, again, data. And the shock of the massive terabytes and terabytes and all the stuff coming at us, we will have begun to learn to deal with. So I anticipate it will become part of our world. We accept it. It'll be part of the expected training of young people coming up to have some understanding of this. So it'll be a different kind of conversation, and a certain taken for granted, and a certain wisdom that only comes with mistakes.
Where do you see programmatic for TV going?
Well, I don't work in the national TV industry anymore. I really work more on the local side, and I think we have some players like Magna who are trying to find solutions for local. I think there's a lot of opportunity that is yet undiscovered in programmatic on the local TV side, because we don't have a level playing field with national. Our data's not the same. The way we're bought is not the same. And I think if we can find ways of incorporating some of the big data sets into how we transact around local, that we can level that playing field. So I think there's opportunity there. I don't know how quickly that solution will come about.
I'll respond even though I have very little expertise in the field, but I'll share my point of view. I think areas where there are lots of spot announcements are ripe for quantification. Local may be one of those areas, smaller cable networks, digital video, and on-demand video, where there is a lot of inventory there that needs to be evaluated and planned and purchased in some way. So I think all those areas are ripe for this sort of development.
World of big data, great changes, TV programmatic, lots of things going on in the industry. To a student in college today who's looking for a career, what would you suggest if they were possibly interested in media?
Well, I think that the opportunities for media students today are terrific. If you have any sort of analytical research bent, you could get very deep into traditional market research methods. You could get very deep into ethnography, because we're trying to understand the intricacies of how people think and what they do. And you could get very deep into the analytics and the data science. I mean, there's so many skill sets that can apply to how we're generating insights today that I think if you have an interest in media and you have any sort of talent for those areas, there's opportunity for you.
So I agree with Stacey. It's an incredible time right now. A student coming up, you don't need a lot of understanding of big data to make a difference in your interview for a job. And so any place to start is a place to start. Take a course in big data at your college. Take it as a massive open online course. Take it as a MOOC. It's free. Learn about it, learn the terms, be able to have some sense of understanding, show some competence in the topic, and then you'll have a career to develop that into real expertise. But you need a place to start. And if I can sell the primer, that was the purpose of the primer. It's a place to start. And that's true for the executive who's been around for 25 years, and it's true for the 22-year-old graduate who's joining the industry. Okay, specifically Coursera, Coursera.com, Coursera.com, has lots of big data courses. They have a course called Big Data Toolkit. Take that course. It's maybe 16 hours of video watching. You'll learn a lot.